After reading the assigned chapters, the first aspect that I found to not only be interesting, but beneficial as well, would be in chapter 14 when it discussed ways to improve and benefit the effects of stress within an individual's relationship. Some of these tips to reduce stress included sharing what is most affecting you, as well as developing a plan and showing your spouse how much it would mean to you if they helped you keep the progress of your growth. This would not only keep you on track to change your behaviors, but it would also allow and help your spouse to feel appreciated and included in this time. This has definitely benefited my life as well as my girlfriend's because as college students we often feel stressed out from schoolwork and our future careers, which can play out and cause us to carry out these into our daily events. For example, my girlfriend is in her last year of nursing school, and this is by far her most stressful time. She did not do so well on her first test, which caused her to get a major rush of anxiety, stress, worry, and fear, which heavily affected her and her demeanor. After giving it a day, we sat down and discussed how she thought the test went, what she did differently, and how she could improve quickly for her next test to get her desired grade. Once we figured this out, it helped her and she has been doing great ever since. The second aspect that I thought was interesting was when it discussed the ABCX model and its application to stressful and crisis-like events within a family or a relationship. This could be applied to COVID, family deaths, divorce, and as well as traumas within the family. By successfully applying this model, it will allow the family members to perceive the severity of the crisis and how it affects them. So at this stage in my life, the information given to me has allowed me to reflect and apply it not only in my personal growth, but as well as my relational growth, from friendships to romantic relationships. This information provided to me has allowed me to seek beneficial ways to properly and effectively bring up the stressors in my life, ask for help, and positively improve by keeping others close to me to hold me accountable or possibly do the same for others in my life that have stressors too. So a biblical or spiritual principle that corresponds with the information I learned this week was that in a relationship, this couple should always desire to seek Christ and put Him first in times of trial and tribulation instead of other negative sources or products. It would also help me if I strive to pursue Him in tough situations, to approach communication methods in a positive and beneficial way, as well as bring it up to my spouse. It is very easy to get caught up at the beginning of the stressor, and as a result, most couples tend to fall away from each other due to lack of communication or constant fighting, which can lead to divorce, screaming matches, and bitterness. And lastly, I would just like to state this verse. In Philippians 4:6, it states, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God."